Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today we're going to be taking a look at a message from your future self. So we're going to see what your future self wants to say to you today. And as you can see, I used my little flashcards to differentiate the groups. So without further ado, please select group number 1, group number 2, and or group number 3. And I will go ahead and post the timestamps and any other information you might want or need in the description box below. If this resonates, please give me a thumbs up or like, comment, subscribe. And thank you so much for being here. I will see you at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, group 1. Thank you so much for being here today. If you selected this group, then we're going to go ahead and see what your future self wants to talk to you about today. I'm going to put this over here. So I'm going to look at what they want to talk to you about. We're going to pull some clarity, and then I'm going to pull some advice that they have for you for today. So please, the future self of group number 1, please come through. What would you like to speak to group number 1 about? Okay. This one really wanted to come out. Persistence, lug. So lug indicates both the magician and strength all in one. This is such a beautiful energy. There's something that you are building or want to build. Open your heart to love, Jesus, beautiful. And priorities with King Solomon. Now, you can do it at the bottom of the deck. There is something that you are building or creating or a goal that you would really like to achieve. Your future self wants to let you know that you do end up achieving this goal if you continue to show up with persistence and determination and through love. Your future self wants to talk to you about love entering your life in all different types of ways, but this starts with self-love. You need to prioritize yourself and your routine in order for you to get where you want to go. Now, they're saying you can do it, and you are extraordinarily guided by your angels, spirits, and guides. Archangel Michael is also coming through to let you know that he is here with you. Your future self says that they work very, very closely with your angels, spirits, and guides in order to make sure they are always taking the right step, but always putting yourself and self-love first. Your first priority is always yourself. And if you need a rest, you rest. If you need to eat a little more or a little less or take a day off, this is your first priority. This allows you to show up consistently and correctly. So, whatever this is that you are thinking about starting, thinking about building, your future self wants you to remember that you are stronger than you think and that you are so loved. There's a sense of strong community around you in the future, a large support system, but also you are helping so many people along the way by creating whatever it is that you want to create, or taking the steps to do whatever this is that you want to start. With persistence and open your heart to love with priorities here, there is an indication that you have a lot of animals around you in the future. You have a lot of things to take care of, whether these are pets, these are children, loved ones, or just a lot of tasks that are within this routine that you would like to start. Now, do not get too attached to your present day life, the way that it looks right now. Your future self is coming through to let you know it will not look like this for much longer, and very soon things are about to change. I'm hearing do a full 180 and change for the better. You will be spending a lot more time in nature, and you will have such a strong connection to the divine. Your future self is indicating that you have a message to share, and with this, you are going to help change people's minds, but through love. You are going to help show the collective or a particular group of people how to either channel love, channel divine source, and or how to open up their heart and heal in some way, shape, or form. It's very important that you are persistent, that you are determined, and that you continue showing up, but through a gentle way. I'm hearing the term gentle giant, and it's important to remember that lions are only ferocious when they need to be. That is not their initial state. That is not their default. If you are showing up really determined or really strongly, your future self wants to come through to remind you that slow and steady wins the race. The more of a rest that you take, the more easy you are with yourself, the more you allow yourself to flow, the stronger your energy will be, and the more precisely and victorious you will become in the future. Now, never ever let your mind bring you down. Never ever let other people bring you down. You can do whatever it is you set your mind to. And it's important that you put yourself and what you know from your intuition, your angels, spirits, guides, and your heart's deepest desires first, always. They very strongly want to encourage you to continue putting yourself first and pay more attention to your physical body. You might want to check out your circulation or include a little bit more cardiovascular activation in your weekly regimen. So, you have earned success doing your shadow work, finder of lost things, and lead by example. Beautiful. With living in truth at the bottom of the deck. Your future self wants to let you know, Group 1, that every single thing that you have in the future, you earned, you worked hard for. And there might be an indication of not seeing the way out of a particular situation or wanting to get some things done, making some moves, whether this is within your physical home, within your health, your wellness, your financial situation, or just in general. There's an indication that there is a situation in your life that you do not currently know how you are going to get out of. You just know that if you keep showing up, you will. And your future self wants to affirm this very strongly. You are going to be stepping out of the situation, and it will be easy. You will be carried out of the situation. You will be allowed to float, I'm hearing. There will not be any climbing involved. So, when you have the opportunity to rest, not when your mind says so, but when your body and your energy say so, please take the time to do so. You have earned the ability to rest, and you have earned all of the success already that you are trying to manifest in your future, however success means to you. Now, you have mastered something. You are very, very skilled in a particular area of your life. This might include something that is heart-centered or something that includes shadow work as a topic. It's important that you continue to bring your message or your skill into the collective, into the world, because you are meant to lead by example. If at this point in time you look around and you feel more or less alone in what it is that you're doing or how you are doing it, know that it will not be this way for long. You speaking your truth, you living in your truth, will really show that it is possible to change something within or without. I'm seeing that you are going to be making a large change in some way to your environment or to the collective, whether this has to do with environmentalism, seeing a business idea in a new way, or showing people that you can do your shadow work and come out of the healing process, healing fully, and then having time to live your life, breaking free of karma entirely. Something along these lines. Your future self wants to let you know that you have access to so much knowledge within you, ancient knowledge from not just the Earth collective, but from all of your past lives, where all of the particles within your being have been before. You have access to each and every one of these, and they don't want you to forget that. You have very particular information that belongs to you and you alone, just like every single person watching this video. So it's very, very important. Your future self wants you to know that you have done the work to get to where you are, and never to let other people who have not or do not understand what you're doing get in your way. This is an illusion, and you are meant to close your eyes at these times, take a deep breath, and center yourself. Remember who you are and why you're doing what it is that you're doing. Do not allow anything to let you stray from your path. Your future self also wants to remind you to have a little bit more fun. Continue showing up, yes, but be more gentle with yourself in the meanwhile. They want to say that things are going to be changing pretty quickly and quite soon. So it's important that you take this time to have fun when and where you can, in the ways that make you feel like you're having fun, not the ways that you feel like you're supposed to be having fun, or what other people consider that. There's an indication of you standing in your power, and this being acknowledged by those around you. I am getting that you are going to be opening a lot of eyes in some field that you are very skilled at. And you may have an opportunity to travel or change the way that things are done in some way. You work through the light, and you also are a master of your shadow. Your future self is very, very proud of all that you have done up until this point, and they're asking you to turn around and be proud of the things that you have accomplished thus far. They want to remind you that your life is a canvas, and you can do whatever it is that you like with your life. There are some manifestations you've been trying to call in, and your future self wants to let you know that every manifestation that you are working on that is in your highest good, all that you want, or higher vibrational versions of what you're asking for, will be in your life in the future. They're looking around and giggling, saying, Group 1, if only you knew. There is a better option out there. You are trying to manifest something. You are looking around, trying to see what energy in your current life matches this manifestation so you can draw it in. But your future self wants to let you know that while energetically you may be able to pinpoint the vibration, this energy is not currently within your life. It is something that you are going to stumble upon, create, and build yourself. This is why it is so important that you keep yourself self-centered right now. Focus on your energy, focus on your own growth, awakening and ascension process, and continue to show up, particularly when it comes to your spirituality and your work. You will have so much fun, so much community, so much collective. They're saying the rest of your life is going to be a playground. And right now, you're being asked to start tapping into that energy. You are also utilizing this time to work at something extra hard, and your future self is very grateful for you right now for doing this. However, your future self is coming through to say, if only you knew how hard you did not have to work at this time in your life, you would have had a lot more fun. So, you are currently encouraging yourself to have a little bit more fun. Find those skills, hobbies that you have already approached and released, or that you have always wanted to try and have not yet started. They're saying to spend a little bit more time focusing on these things, having more fun playing, collecting hobbies. There are some hobbies that you are going to tap into in the future that your future self wishes that they had started earlier. And there is some work that you are doing now that your future self is very grateful that you did, but it's not worth the blood, sweat, and tears. It will be just as successful either way. So, let's get into your tarot cards. Future self of group number 1, please come through with what you would like to tell yourself right now in the timeline of the collective of those who are watching this video. You are going to be hearing something unexpected, an unexpected message from somebody who has the same particular and strange or one-off or quirky interests that you do. And they're going to acknowledge your success. Again, opening up your heart. I'm hearing the term, don't be afraid to fall. So, you are about to release any difficulties that are in your life. And you might have an opportunity to expand your friend group or fall in love very soon. And they don't want you to pass this opportunity up. 8 of Cups in reverse indicates that there is an energy in your life that you have had a hard time walking away from. And 7 of Pentacles, you have been trying to either manifest something or work on something, and it hasn't grown the way that you wanted it to. When you connect with this energy, something is going to grow exponentially, and this will help you to See the finished picture of the puzzle of whatever this is that you are working on or wanting to start. There's an indication here that you can see most of the puzzle. They're saying you have 99% of it, but there is something that is unbeknownst to you right now, which will be the answer to your prayers, I'm hearing. Two of Swords. The reason why you have been wondering which direction to go is because you have not stumbled upon that path yet. You have not stumbled upon that integral, they're saying meeting, and I'm seeing a crossroads. You have not stumbled upon this integral person or situation or opportunity yet. When this comes by, your future self wants you to jump on this opportunity, but also maintain your composure. They don't want to spoil the surprise, but they're letting me know that you have a feeling of what it is, and you are doubting yourself. They would like you to eliminate this doubt within yourself and know that the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you focus on beautifying your life, yourself, in any way, inside and out, collecting these little hobbies, the less you will need to wait. There's an indication here of you wanting to take several steps in your life. Maybe to travel, to learn, to play music, to create, to do fun things. Pick up new hobbies or old hobbies. And you have been putting them aside for priorities. Your future self wants you to know that your priorities are going to change. And you're going to be putting your creative abundance before your monetary abundance. In fact, something creative that you've been putting off is going to be precisely what helps you, I'm hearing, hit the mother lode. This can be financially, this can also be emotionally. Now I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck. Your future self is saying that you are halfway to where you want to be in life, and the second half is going to be quicker than the first. A past heartbreak that you are releasing is, they're saying the sooner you can get it out of your energy, the better. And know that you can do it. Know that there are some energies around your life that you are considering settling for, and the sooner that you release these energies, the sooner your manifestations will come to you. You will be, they are really emphasizing a sense of community in your future. If you're considering going someplace new or starting something or releasing people in your life, they're saying don't think twice, just do it. You're particularly divinely guided right now, and you are a very skilled manifester. Your future self is coming through to remind you that the more confused you are in your energy, or the more options that you have, or the more you go back and forth in your decisions, your manifestations, or what you want, the more you'll be switching timelines, or the more you will be creating knots or mangling the energies that are coming towards you. So, cleanse yourself, your energy, and your life as much as you can right now of people, places, energies that do not serve you. You are aware what these things are, and do not settle for less than what you want. Just because you don't see what you want, you see what you don't want, and that's perfect. That's exactly where you need to start. Your future self is letting you know that you can see your future, and you're confused as to how to get there or why you're not there yet. There is an element of some dream you've had since you were young, or some premonition you keep having, and you might have been having some sort of mental anguish, anxiety, emotional roller coasters, processing, purging, or nightmares going on recently. This is to help you clear out energy so that you can find exactly the energy that you're meant to move towards. You cannot take a wrong step, they're saying, in order to run into what is meant for you. So do not worry, and know that I'm hearing full speed ahead. There is something that you want desperately coming towards you. It is up to you only to open up your heart and choose it when it comes in. The more your heart is open, the clearer that your channels are, the more open to love you are, the quicker and more clear this manifestation will come in. I'm getting that you may have had some sort of interaction with this energy before, whether this be energetically or physically. There's indication that you have, they're saying hats off to you. There's an indication that you have pinpointed this energy at least one point before. So they want you to clear out all of the noise and focus on this. I'm also seeing the Little Mermaid, so that could be significant as well. Maybe watch it, see if there are messages in that. If you really enjoyed that movie when you were younger, that is an extra confirmation for you. can I get some advice in order to get where you want to go? They're saying create. They're saying create love, create and love, create through love, create because of love. They're reminding you that everything that you worry about is an illusion or a social construct. They're reminding you that you are an energy experiencing multiple dimensions at once, and that those things that are stressing you out really don't need to. Lifting the veil. You have the ability to see beyond whatever this is that has been attempting to hold you back. But really, anything aligned must go. Unaligned must go. The things that you question are for a reason, and never question yourself. Your first instinct is always correct. Your intuition is always, always correct. There is one thing. If you are asking yourself, you already know the answer. If you are unsure, the answer is no. You have the courageous peony in reverse. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. They're saying that it is okay not to allow your surroundings to pressure you into doing something that you don't feel comfortable with. They're encouraging you to be your own unique self, but don't try to put yourself in a box in order to be seen in a particular way by somebody else. You will have your time to shine if you don't already. And your future self is coming through to let you know that you might have a little more attention on you in the future than you might feel comfortable with at this time. Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you are trying to grow, it's going to grow a lot bigger than your wildest dreams. But it's important that you remember that if you need time to yourself, or you have time to yourself, your future self is actually a little bit envious that you have so much alone time, or you have so much sanctity or ability to rest. Something about a big bed and a comfy pillow. You may be spending a lot of time in nature. You might be moving. You might be sharing a bed with another person or a ton of animals in the future. They really want you to rest. And they really want you to have the courage to continue, yes, showing up in your day-to-day routine and what you need to do, but they want you to have the courage to put yourself first and put your tasks down. Lift the veil. And they might also be encouraging you to lift weights, and I'm hearing less is more and quality over quantity. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Your future self is saying here that you do not always see everything. And they want to remind you to humble yourself and be open to things that are greater than you. There is divine orchestration that is happening in your life, and the more that you are able to surrender yourself, surrender your manifestation, surrender your idea of the way that things will or should go, and just create as you feel like you want to create. Follow the flow. If it looks different every day, good. If it looks the same as it did last week, yesterday, good. They want you to surrender to the alchemy of life. If one week you need more rest. If one week you feel more creative, use it. If you want to get into knitting or sewing or crystal wrapping or something just for a day, for a week, for a month, do it. The most aligned you can be is by following your natural flow when you feel called to. This hustle culture, this 9-to-5 culture, this doing the same thing every day or doing something time and time again, beating on the same thing until it is perfect all the time, they're saying that is not only unhealthy for the collective, but you particularly are meant to be different. You're meant to shine. You're meant to lead by example. They want to remind you that in the future, you are able to do whatever you want, and you are still discovering what it is that you want. You're feeling called to use your gifts and the training that you have in a new way. They don't want you to fear. They want you to move full speed ahead towards whatever this is that you have learned and feel scared to apply. There's something that makes you feel so happy and fulfilled, and there's almost an indication of, well, who am I to do this? And your future self wants to remind you who you are. There's an indication, too, that they want you to start writing. Writing down your experience, writing down your stories, your dreams, your daydreams, your nightmares even. I want you to write and see how beautiful your being is. You have the void. You also have deep cellular healing. Your future self is coming through group 1 to remind you that you need to rest. And you will have a lot more energy in the future than you do right now. They would like you to attune yourself to the physical seasons a bit more. If you are watching this and it's summertime, that means your energy will be amping up, and you should be using it as such. If, for example, it is fall or winter when you're watching this, the energy is waning. Use the seasons just like the moon cycles. It is natural to feel heavier, more tired, have shorter days during the winter, and it is natural to feel more fiery, more activated, and have longer days during the summer. They like to remind you that fall is a time for colors, winter is a time for rest, spring is a time for awakening, and summer is a time for play. There is a reason, a natural reason behind these things. And this does not fit exactly with the modern work week, the modern school system. But there is a reason that people have aligned themselves in this way, even subconsciously. With deep cellular healing, you are being called to tap into the 7th dimension with Arcturus. And you're being called to tap into the greater version of your being, your higher self. Your future self wants to let you know that you have a very strong connection with Arcturus, and that there are some things that are important for you to remember that you may have experienced before, and they want you to go through your experience with a fine-tooth comb and see exactly what it is that you are alchemizing at this time. There is such an indication of your physical body being affected by the vibration within. So, your future self wants to remind you that all important work is done within, and this permeates without. While work that is done externally does not go inward. That is not the cycle of things. There's friction there. So, any change you'd like to make to your external surrounding, start with the vibration. And they're saying that you know this, but that tapping into new hobbies, creative energies, and things that you already are gifted and trained at will allow you to step up and stand in this energy. There is, again, indication of a significant connection coming in your life quite soon. And they want you to know that you are ready. You are ready to experience this type of love, this type of abundance, and this type of natural flow. That it's important that you are in flow in order for yourself to flow towards this opportunity and flow once you are in the energy of this opportunity. They're calling you to center yourself and look back at either your birth chart or go within and really, really get a better idea of who you are. Your future self knows yourself on a spiritual level, not just the places that you are currently incarnated besides here, your past, present, and future lives, but on truly a cellular level. Now you might be awakened, you might be ascended here, group number 1, but there's always more to unfold, and they'd love for you to surrender as early as possible to the spiritual alchemy that is coming your way. They want you to surrender to love and gratitude and creativity. They want you to go with the flow and not worry about anything. They're saying worry does not have a place in your heart, in your body, in your energy at all in the future. And the sooner you can apply this to your life, the healthier you will be sooner, and the easier things will come to you. External stress has no place within your being, and your future self wants to let you know that you have all the tools you need to be exactly in the energy you want to be in. We have 737 and 141, both which are divine numbers. There is indication here, group number 1, that You have the ability to create anything that you'd like, and you are so guided and loved in the spiritual realms. There is indication here of finding your home, being comfortable anywhere that you're at, but really finding where you belong. The more you go with the flow, the more you allow yourself to explore, the more you will truly, truly find what resonates with you and where you belong. Where you are right now, they're saying, is a stepping stone, and this will get you where you need to be, but that will bring you where you want to be. And they'd like to remind you that you don't need anything. Not really. They want you to stop. They want you to slow down. They want you to reassess what you do during the day. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because they want you to have more fun. Take it easy and go with the flow. Be courageous enough to take a day for yourself. Be courageous enough to go travel somewhere new. Be courageous enough to dive into your past lives or your wounds or explore different parts of your being. There are many aspects of you that you have already uncovered, and there are many, many more that you are going to uncover in the future. So as you feel called to step up, know that you have the ability to birth yourself again, day after day after day. And your future self is saying, if you choose it today, no 2 days of your life ever again have to be the same. I hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity. Oh, there's one more message. Okay. Sorry, I will always listen. Okay. An energy is coming through. They're saying don't be too hard on the people around you right now. They're doing the best that they can with what they have and what they know. And, okay, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Instead of externally handling a situation in your life right now, try to work with the energy of the situation or go back to the soul plan. Remember why you have created this. Yes, remember why you have created this rift. And from there, use your energy to heal the situation. Roots can be intertwined, but that does not always dictate growth. Some things will need to be uprooted, but sometimes there is deeper connection under the surface than what is shown on the outside. And they would like to remind you that energetically the love is still there. So the more you can open up your heart to the situation and allow there to be a difference in vibration, remember that every person that you come across, every plant, every animal, every stone has a higher self, a consciousness, and a heart center energetically. The more you can approach these people, plants, beings, animals, things, places, situations like this, the smoother things will go. They're saying, be the bigger person, you will never regret it. And remember why you allowed yourself to experience this from a higher perspective before your incarnation. Okay. They're saying that is all now. I hope that this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, group number 1. This is what your higher self wanted to tell you today. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste. Hi there, group number 2. If you selected the second card, then this is your reading, all about what your future self wants to talk to you about. Now, when I was shuffling for your reading, I got this rush of excitement and just giddiness out of nowhere. Your future self feels like it's coming from a timeline that is very, very close to where you are right now. And before I even pulled the cards, your future self, group 2, was so excited to let me know that this is a future self, a version of you that is only, they're saying, months away. This is very, very soon. Another message that I received for you guys as I was shuffling your cards was, you have done a great job of grounding into your desired timeline, and this future self version of you is reaping the rewards of you switching timelines. There is something that you have done, or a manifestation, a reality you have wished to shift into or vibrate with, and your future self is telling you that you have succeeded, you're doing a great job, and there are some very exciting things coming for you very soon. You have Teacher. You are seeing the situation accurately with Horus. And yes, with Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Power of Joy with Maitreya. Beautiful, happy Buddha here. Now, group number 2, I can tell, since you selected the second group, first of all, this has to do with finding more beauty and abundance in your day-to-day life. I saw 144 on the recording time just now, which lets me know that you are divinely guided and you are exactly on the right path. Now, there's an indication that you have learned and applied some very important lessons through your life. And you have been able to apply what you've learned while maintaining in both a teacher and student mindset simultaneously. Whichever timeline you have been trying to ground into, you have succeeded. And your future self wants to let you know that they're saying there is no more time left before you call in what you want. You are you are already in this timeline. If not, you are stepping into it. Sorry, that came out a little jumbled. I was hearing No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande in my head very loudly, so it was making it a little bit difficult for me to channel that message. Horus does have to do with communication, and they want to emphasize your rational and radical thinking. Now, they used both of these words because you're very logical and you're not afraid to do things that have not been done before, or see or say things that have not been seen or said before. And Ganesh, beautiful, beautiful Ganesh here, wants to remind you that you are beautiful and deserving of everything that you've ever wanted, and there is nothing that can possibly get in your way on your path. You have learned so many lessons, and things have been working in your favor behind the scenes, and a lot of things are about to be uncovered for you very, very soon. Your future self is extraordinarily happy, and they would like to emphasize how soon in your timeline your future self is that is speaking with you right now. So if you stay in the power of joy and you focus on making yourself happy and really feeling the joy and love and nourishment in the present moment, doing everything that you want, feeling as happy as you possibly can, that you are already standing in this energy, and your future self is thanking you for all the hard work you've done in some area of life, whether this is shadow work, inner work, external work, physical work. Whatever you've been doing, your future self is jumping up and down with joy, and they're saying, thank you, group 2, thank you, thank you. Because, right, I'm hearing from Avatar: The Last Airbender, I know I reference this a lot, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. That it's like, there's this emphasis with Ganesh here, is when you needed to do things alone, or you couldn't see the way things were going to turn out, you kept going anyway. When you weren't sure how things were going to work out, you continued to push forward through joy and nurturing yourself. You have learned so much. And Mother Mary, this maternal energy, is coming out to let you know that you are a miracle. And there are some miracles that are about to happen in your life very soon. Or at the very least, things that will seem like it. Okay. Do you want me to look at the cards underneath this? And you have Go Now and Spiritual Law of Attraction. There are some opportunities that are coming your way, group number 2. And they seem like some everyday run-of-the-mill things. This might be things so simple as going to the pet store, or going out with some friends, or going out into nature, attending a party, going to the grocery store, little things like this. But there is something large as well that you are thinking of. And they want to let you know that it is important that you are going outside and doing these things right now, because going out and doing the things that you regularly do, or something that seems very run-of-the-mill for you, is going to open the door for your next great adventure, your next great opportunity. And you spread joy everywhere you go. Your future self says that if they could tell you one thing about where you're at right now, it would be to open your eyes to how much joy, fun, giggles, and healing and love you bring to everyone around you. They would like you to notice that when you go outside, when you do something, all eyes are on you. They would like you to notice that not only are you able to teach and heal people just by your presence, but you are also bringing smiles to faces of people. You are keeping them in touch with their inner joy, their inner child. You are helping them find hope and remind them of the law of attraction and of their spiritual essence. Just your energy is so beautiful that it has such a massive effect on all of those around you. And your future self wants to tell you to open your eyes and see how appreciated you are, particularly by other people, because you deserve to feel this way about yourself. And you really, really are loved and appreciated, even by strangers who have never met you before. Just your energy is beautiful and cheerful, and those who really do know you, they are inspired by you. This is beautiful. Your future self wants you to take some time out. They want you to enjoy your life. They want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to know that everything you've been working for, or everything you've been wanting really badly, or they don't want to spoil the surprise too much, but whatever it is that you are kind of thinking it might be, that little inkling, you're seeing this clearly. Now, your future self really wants to emphasize how close to you they are. I'm seeing like the present timeline version of you and your future self glitching into one another. This is letting me know that between days and months from now, you're standing in this version of your future self. And the energy feels so vastly different. There is some sort of event horizon that is happening, and they want me to leave it there. So, you have intuitive protection. Precise as metal. Rock music could be significant, or metal element is very, very precise. Now, this is a manifestation of earth, but it is longer lasting. It is steadier, and it only can be forged and destroyed by fire. And it's interesting because it is both earth and water, although it is its own element. Now, you've been called to reabsorb the energies around you. Your future self is asking you right now to check out the subtle vibrations and notice the differences in yourself that you have made. You've made conscious decisions to change the way that you, maybe the way that you appear, the way that you present yourself, the way that you speak, the way that you dress, the way that you meditate, the way you exercise, little things like this. There have been some very small but powerful, heart-centered decisions that you've been making, little changes that you've been applying, and your future self wants to let you know to keep going at it. Not only is your intuition particularly strong at this time, but you are protected. Your future self wants to let you know if you have been having crazy dreams or nightmares or anything of this type, they want to let you know that this is about to come to an end, but you will very soon understand what your dreams have been trying to tell you and the reasons why you are experiencing these dreams. Your future self is saying this is very important, and they would not have traded these experiences for better sleep or happier dreams or more sensical dreams if they had the opportunity to, now that they have seen things from a hindsight. Now, with precise as metal, you've been called, and absorbing energy, your future self is here to let you know that you are being called to step into the active part of this timeline you have now grounded into. Now, this indicates that not only will something be happening very soon for you to, an opportunity that you will not be able to help but seize, but you're going to be given an opportunity to do something, or you'll be feeling called to do something that is a little bit out of the norm for you. And they want you to jump towards this opportunity. I'm hearing Van Halen in my head now. So there are a lot of things coming your way, and with intuitive protection and precise as metal, I'm getting that whichever skill you are very good at, or whatever it is that you teach, or wherever you're looking for a teacher, or something that you're learning right now, whatever you're working on currently, wherever your main focus is, you will be having the opportunity to use this. And you are so protected around you. You have electrified your energy field. You're being called to now magnetize your energy field. And Ganesh is coming through to let you know, yes, you are not only intuitively protected, but there are only blessings that are surrounding you right now. So do not feel afraid to absorb the energies around you. Take a moment and look at how much you are appreciated. Look around and see how much you are unconditionally loved by your pets, by your family. See the energy in the room change when you walk into it. Notice the way that strangers look at you when you go out in public, and see the smiles that you bring to people's faces. There is such a desire for you right now from your future self to check in with yourself and see how big of an impact you really are making on your everyday life. Even when you are minding your own business and you don't know you are being watched, your future self is letting you know that there are some people who have not a full idea of what you're up to, but every time they see you do something, you are more and more intriguing and inspiring. There's another message coming through again about you helping people to reinvent and re-alchemize their inner child. And your inner child, your future self, your highest self, your current self, these are not different parts of you. This is the same being. And your future self wants to let you know that very, very soon you will not feel like there are different parts of you. You are going to feel like one whole, healed being that has nothing but joy and colors. And I'm hearing the song Rainbow by Kesha. Your future self is encouraging you to wear things that you normally wouldn't wear, that you maybe would have always wanted to. Wear bright colors, or wear colors you normally wouldn't go for, whether that be dressing in all black, bright yellow, or hot pink. Your future self is coming through to let you know that if you are wondering if you should do something, or if you should go somewhere, or if you should start something, finish something, continue with something, anything that you have been trying to reapproach in your mind state, you have yes, and the word yeah is standing out here to me as well. Now I'm also hearing the song My Sweet Lord by George Harrison, and it's the part where they sing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So whether or not you are Hindu, whether or not you are Christian, whether or not you like the Beatles or George Harrison, there may be a message for you in that song. Things that come to mind are, I really want to show you, Lord, that it won't take long to meet you, as well as the Guru mantra, which I love the fact that he snuck in that song. And the end, Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama. I offer all my efforts to this great master, to this great God, this great Buddha, this great Krishna, this great source, this great spirit. I'm also now hearing Great Spirit by Nako and the Medicine Men. Medicine Men? I'm not sure, but by Nako. Great Spirit. Oh, beautiful. I love that song. There are so many beautiful, beautiful, just awe-inspiring songs that have been coming up. And you're going to be so happy, so joyful, and so calm. I'm smelling a little bit of pine, and I'm hearing it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I'm seeing like Dean Martin's face. So I don't know if any of these things are significant for you, or these could also just be signs to look out for in the near future. Now, I'm getting a feeling your future self wants to let you know that you are about to have a stronger connection with your ancestors, or you are about to experience something that is unmistakably coming from your ancestors. There's an indication here that your ancestors are around you a lot at this time, as well as other angels, spirits, guides, but you are about to have a very close encounter with one of your ancestors who is not in this current realm. They're coming through to let you know that they love you and they can't wait to see you, but your future self is saying, do not be afraid. You might understand through this experience why certain things have gone the way that they have. This wants to go here. Okay. Oh, I see. So, you have needed to release some things in your life recently. And your future self is letting you know that it's for the best. And also, you have grown so much. You have become so much more emotionally stable, so much more so much stronger in spirit, so much more gracious and temperate and happy. And they want you to fall into gratitude for the releasing of these things. They want to acknowledge how strong you are, but they also want to hype you up for the future, because when you let go, if you are holding something, you must let go of it in order to pick up something else. And your future self is coming through to remind you that you are stepping towards the light. These burned bridges won't be burned for long, but there is something they want to emphasize, that there's something coming into your life. Because you have grounded into this timeline already. You are already here. You just need to go about your regular, everyday business. And your manifestation will fall into your lap. It will bump into you. And they're giggling when they say bump into you. So I don't know if you will bump into someone or accidentally cross paths with the perfect opportunity for you or something. They don't want to spoil too much. They're not giving me details because they're saying this is very, very close. And they want you to focus on 55, 33, and 11. These will be signs that you are getting closer and closer and closer. Now, 55 indicates creating luxurious changes in your life. Things that once were difficult that you needed to let go of, you have flipped these energies on their head. And you are now standing in the light of energies which were dark. They're asking you to stretch out your body and spend a little bit more time doing some breath work as well as meditating. Your intuition is very strong. Your energy field is very strong. You are very rational minded. At the same time, they would like you to stretch your physical being because you are about to experience an expansion. And this is what your ancestor will soon come through to help you out with. Now, with 7 of Pentacles, you are going to start seeing growth from something you have been working on. I'm hearing the term rewards for past effort. So, if you have found yourself being nostalgic or putting the cherry on top of a certain project, or crossing some T's, dotting some I's, or looking back through old pictures of a certain time in your life, there is a reason for this, and they're saying these are loaded with messages. You have the ability to pick up on some of these hints and clues and synchronicities now, but your future self wants to let you know that very soon you're going to look back at the part of your life you're walking through right now and actually wonder how you were not picking up on every single sign. Your future self wants to remind you that every single thing that you see in the universe is perfectly coded and aligned. Therefore, everything is a legible sign. They're giggling again and jumping up and down clapping. I'm seeing like your future self jumping up and down clapping and doing a little happy dance, because the answer to your prayers, your manifestation coming in, they're saying the who, what, when, where, why, how, everything, it's all right in front of your face. But because you are at the point of the timeline where you are not looking back at it, you are looking forward to it, this event horizon, it is right under your nose, and they're giggling at how obvious your intuition is so strong, yet there's something that's right under your nose. And for that, your future self is giggling, but they're also quite giddy about it. They are saying that you're adorable. And yes, Your future self says that at this point in time, they won't feel shameful or prideful calling themselves adorable, calling themselves cute or smart or pretty or amazing or spiritual or grounded or anything, because you just are. And that is a fact of nature. And you, again, they'd like to remind you to look around at the impact that you have on others. You remind people to be happy. You remind people to follow their intuition and to follow their heart. And Two of Cups is standing out again. You remind people how to love and how to find what their soul is calling them towards. Now, the King of Wands here indicates, again, you will be called to take action, which might require you to go about your daily routine or stay where you're at in some way. There's an indication of you have already taken the steps that you need to take in order to step towards what you want, which is why it's now under your nose. And they'd like you to magnetize. Right now, they're saying that you are in this bubble where you're given the opportunity to look around and see things one last time the way that they are right now. So take a little bit of extra time to create, to enjoy yourself, to have fun, and keep going about your daily business, because there is a lion that is watching you. There's a spirit animal or a person or a job opportunity or something that is right under your nose that is getting ready to approach you because they see you. Geckos and lizards could also be significant, as well as Capricorns. I say Capricorns because I have a bearded dragon named Chad, and he is a Capricorn. Now, let's see. I'm going to pull from the Starseed Oracle deck, but before I do, they'd like me to take a look at the numbers. No? What? Angel Wings. Okay. I'm hearing that song, and... oh, what is it? And we will raise you up on eagle's wings. Yes. So I'm not recalling all the words to that song right now, but if you would like to drop that in the comments, that would be helpful, the name of that song, for other group 2s. But there's an indication that you have been picked up and like almost carried. Someone somewhere has taken you under their wing, or they will very soon. But I'm very strongly getting that this is angels and spirits and guides that are around you right now. They have been protecting you, and they have picked you up and floated you exactly where you need to go without your knowledge of it. You might have picked up on the fact that something was happening, something was shifting. Maybe you've been called to purge a lot lately, or this is where those interesting dreams may be coming in, or having interesting experiences, just little tiny, they're saying glitches in the matrix, or indications that your timeline is shifting, that your energy is shifting. And this was to prepare you so that everything can go precisely the way that would be, precisely in the way that would make you the happiest. Now I'm seeing an inner child. I'm seeing a little child, like, but it's almost, there's like this light that's blinding, and this little child is just looking up at this light like, someday I'm going to experience this light. Where is this light? What's going to happen? And then growing older and losing sight of the light. Not within, always knowing that that light was there, but knowing that someday you'll get to re-experience it. And your future self is saying you are approaching that time in your life. Something that you, an energy that you have, that has, what are they saying, helped guide you through the hard times, whatever it was, this energy that you just intuitively knew was carrying you through difficult times in your life, or that end goal, or that love, or that experience, or that opportunity, whatever this was, the energy that you picked up on as a little kid, that you leaned into when you needed it to help give you strength and energy and love when you didn't see it around you. It's finally time, they're saying. So you have star ancestors with hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. And I'm hearing the song Come a Little Closer by Cage the Elephant. Now it's interesting that we have Cage the Elephant with an elephant coming out here. And I'm also kind of seeing Horton Hears a Who. So, okay, surrender to the sweetness at the bottom of the deck here. There's an indication here that you have seen something or experienced something that The people around you did not. And this is why people look up to you now. This is why you're being called to see how different you are in the best of ways. The ripple that you're having. Oh, and I highly recommend that you listen to the song Ripple by the Grateful Dead, because it's so beautiful and oh so true. And they're saying, if you fall alone. They say if you go, then who's to guide you? But they also say, if I knew the way, I would lead you home. And you know the way and you're leading people home. With the 7 star sisters, we have a reference to the Pleiades here, as well as a reference to Egypt. And this does always kind of remind me of the Oracle of Delphi, so that could be significant as well. But there's an indication that your authentic expression of self reminds people of their other incarnations. It reminds people of who they once were, who they wanted to be, their inner child, and their fullest potential, just by the smile on your face, by, I'm seeing the food that you eat, the dedication that you have to whatever this is, your bhakti, or your prayer, or your adoration, or your sense of spirituality, or just self-love in general. Your ability to heal and alchemize is so greatly and dearly inspiring. And with Star Family, a part of a team of souls, call in support. Now, I'm getting that you are very, very supported in the spiritual realms, and your future self is saying, and it won't be like this much longer. Well, you will always have these energies and spirits around you. You are about to experience this in a grounded way you have not yet experienced before in your life, which means you could be opening up mediumship abilities. You could also be meeting people that your soul recognizes who recognize you back. You may even be able to take this for face value and speak with these people about it, which is a beautiful experience. Your future self is letting you know that they are looking back fondly at where you are right now, and they have heard your hopes and prayers, and if you only knew how close you were, you would understand why you feel the way that you do. Now, I'm also seeing like the phrase 10-4 rubber ducky, and it's like they're saying, yes, I acknowledge how you feel. Please, you should too. I acknowledge what you're asking for. You should too. But they're also commending you for letting go of the things that you have and growing out of this wanting and wishing and hoping and praying energy. And instead, you've been surrendering to the sweetness of life. You are uncovering some certain secrets, and you might want to tap into the space element as well. There is so much beautiful space within your own being that you're being called to explore, because there are a lot of answers and experiences that you will be experiencing that your future self is currently preparing for right now. They want to let you know that they're aware of what they're preparing for, and while at this point in time you do not yet know what step they are about to take, there are ways you can intuitively start preparing now, and your future self would like you to start doing this. They would like you to know that this will include exercising, this will include meditation, this will include practicing your craft, whatever that means for you, and learning a little bit more. Whatever you intuitively feel called to through your heart center and your intuition, they would like you to continue honing in these skills and abilities, as well as nurturing your physical health in not a stressful way, but in a calm, collected, and joyful way. Your future self is reminding you that if you make art, it is beautiful. If you write down your experiences, it will help people. If you go travel, you will not regret it. If you want to pick up a certain craft, there is a reason. And they'd like you not to take things so seriously. They're saying you have been working really hard and showing up so determined lately, and they thank you for this, and it will pay off very, very soon. But your future self is also letting you know that some of the things that you're putting your energy into right now, you won't be putting your energy into for much longer or for forever. So they're asking you to change your mind about what really, really makes you happy, because half of the year you are meant to rest and restore, while the other half of the year you're meant to shine and glow. And they'd like to remind you that you don't need to glow all the time. That is not in the course of nature. Your future self wants to say that very soon you're going to have some sort of experience that allows you to exhale, to take it easy, to release a lot of the stress that's going on in your life. So, they want you to act as if right now, because very, very soon this will be the case. If you feel called to tap into a particular collective or a particular civilization, such as the Pleiades, Mintaka, Arcturus, the Hathors, Lyra, ancient Egypt, other ancient civilizations like this, there is a reason for this, and they're saying the sooner the better. Star family. You are part of a team of souls, and we are all part of the same being. The collective of Gaia is part of the same being as something greater, just like each person is part of the same human collective, which is part of the Gaia collective, which is part of our dimensional collective, which is part of a greater collective. And they'd like to remind you that you have just as much family everywhere in the universe as you do right here. And they'd like you to tap into them, because you will start to understand yourself better and where you are going. There's no stress. Your future self is kind of funny. They're saying in your future, which is, again, they'd like to emphasize very, very soon, a lot sooner than you think, days to months. They're saying there is no stress. Oh my gosh, they're saying there's no stress, no scrubs, and no overworking. They're saying there is nothing but abundance, happiness, joy, and positivity. So, yes, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Check out the Venus in your natal chart, in your Hellenistic chart, your Vedic chart, as well as in your Draconic chart. They would like you to compare and contrast these two and take care of yourself accordingly. See what makes you feel sweet and stick to those types of things. They really want to emphasize that you look at your Draconic Venus and the Venus of whichever chart you would normally go to resonate with. This will help you to put a bigger picture on the way that you can take the best care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And it will help you to draw more understanding towards some of the things that you like to do in your day-to-day life that maybe don't resonate entirely with your physical birth chart. Draconic is the chart of your soul, by the way. So this is your higher self versus your physical grounded incarnation, which would be your Hellenistic or Vedic chart. So take a look at that. Your future self is very, very riled up. They are very, very happy, anxious, excited. I'm seeing in the Parent Trap where she's like, "Oh, I'm so anxious to meet your father again," and she's like, "Anxious, nervous, or anxious, excited?" And she's like, "Anxious, excited." Your future self is saying they're anxious, excited for you to get to where they're at, or for you to experience it, because your future self wants to relive the moment that you're about to stumble upon again, over and over and over again. And they're saying this is something that you're going to look back at for the rest of your life and want to continue to repeat. So that's why they want you to have your eyes wide open, center yourself, and enjoy every single second, because when you stumble upon whatever this is that's coming for you, and they don't want to give too many details, you're going to want to be like all hands on deck, very aware, very, very there, present, and in tune as much as possible. They want you to absorb as many details as you can. So with that being said, group number 2, this was a message from your future self. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I love you so much, and so does your future self. Let me know what this was talking about. Drop it in the comments below. If this reading resonated with you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the little notification bell so that you know when I upload another reading. And I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste. Hi there, group 3. If you selected this card, then this is your reading. I have been so looking forward to giving your reading, and I can't wait to see why. So, with number 3, of course, 3 indicates the zodiac sign of Gemini, as well as speech and intellect. It also represents the planet of Mercury, and also indicates the Empress card and some culminating or creating something, bringing something into existence. This also does have a light indication of past energy, but we want to take a look at what your future self has to say to you today. So right off the bat, I'm getting that there's something from the past that you are culminating or learning from in order to create something new for the future. Now, you have either been struck with an idea, or you are thinking about something, you are communicating in a new way. There is something about, well, I'm hearing what's that Avril Lavigne song? She's like, keep holding on. So they want you to keep going on something. They want you to keep going. There's something that you are creating and something that you're picking up some pieces from the past and culminating something together with them. Let's get into your cards now. So I'm starting off group 3 with the beautiful Ascended Masters Oracle deck. And I just want to take a moment while I'm shuffling. Please, future self of group number 3, what would you like to tell group number 3? Who I just wanted to tell, I'm so grateful for you that you're here, because I love sharing this space, and I hope to provide a little safe space for you guys and provide you with the messages that you need to hear. You have Spiritual Law of Attraction with Melchizedek. Ooh! Now, the things that are coming to my mind here immediately are, I was going to say the Alchemist, and they were like, Colleen, don't say the Alchemist. So, Sacred Geometry and Spiritual Law of Attraction. You are realizing that you are at the last half cycle. You're at the 180-degree turn. Now, something that is often omitted when people teach Law of Attraction or anything is when you look at the Fibonacci spiral, the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, anything like this, it is not 3 times. It is 3.5. Because the half afterwards is when you step out of the cycle and you flip 180 degrees and you're facing the other way. This is when you break the cycle. And Melchizedek is coming through today to let you know that you are facing the other way. You have completed a cycle, and now that you are either seeing things from a new perspective, you have processed some energy, you're creating something, you've had that idea, whatever this is, you are now being asked to keep going forward because you are now in the correct energy. You were always in the right energy. It was not incorrect energy, but you are now in the energy that serves you the best. You have now been on the other side of a hurdle, the other side of an energy, healed a particular wound, or you have processed and recycled something. His eyes are really staring at me. They want you to, they want me to look deeper. Okay, there are things that are connecting within and around you, and you're being asked to communicate your truth, communicate your spiritual truth, and communicate if there's anything that any messages that you are receiving about law and order is coming to mind, kind of like a checks and balances. Like there is consider what's going on around you, like the check and you're the balance, or vice versa. There's definitely an indication of you running. I'm seeing someone running like a fine-tooth comb through like hair and making sure that all the knots are out. So make sure that you are really going through and making sure that you are saying all the messages that you have to say, or paying attention to the fine details, or something like this. Make sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's. There is an indication that there are eyes on you right now, and your energy is standing out. There are people, places, things around you, perhaps from your past or through things that you've communicated with, connected with, created something with, or just a past energy, something like this, that is trying to compliment you by copying you, but they are not you and do not have that fine-tooth comb. So they're not able to create what you're able to create because they don't have your vision or your understanding or your education on whatever it is that they're doing. So if there's an energy about this that has been keeping you down, here we go. I'm hearing passing you by the far, or passing me by the far side. I always have some like early 2000s rap song stuck in my head, so they come out in the readings a lot. But there's an indication that you have struck like this bolt of lightning in the background here. You have drawn attention to yourself in some way, shape, or form, and it's about to explode. And you have grown something already, and it's seen, but behind the scenes. There's an indication here that you have something very interesting to offer, and if other people are trying to manifest your energy as their own, it does not belong to anyone other than you, so this will not be successful. Melchizedek is saying, take it as a compliment, and you might want to communicate with this energy or the spirit guides of this energy or your own spirit guides in order to get clarity about either why this is happening, how you can do something to stop it, or how you can use it actually to your best interest. This could be an opportunity, number 3, for collaboration, for communication, since he is holding a Merkaba here. Or also I'm seeing kind of Metatron's cube in my head. I'm being drawn to the fact that there are like 7 different points in the Metatron's cube, but it's not always if you are one, you cannot be the other, but if you see it from an external perspective, then you culminate all of them. And so they want to draw attention to the fact that if one puzzle piece makes itself prettier, that's beautiful, but if you hold the box without any missing pieces, that is a different situation. So apply that to your situation as you see fit. With the blessings in your current situation, your future self wants to let you know that you have everything that you need to continue on. If you want to splurge a little bit, that is okay. Not recommended, but it is okay. They're saying you are allowed to have fun. You are allowed to use the lessons and the blessings in your situation. It's like there's an energy of you looking around trying to tidy everything up all the time. And your future self wants to let you know that you've done a fantastic job, a phenomenal job, and that now it's time for you to take everything together, see your blessings, and they do want you to enjoy yourself a little more. Whether this is through, okay, there's a message coming through here. They want you to, oh, ow, my ear. Okay. They're saying, watch your words at this point, because they want you to know that you can splurge on yourself, but don't splurge on others. Be very careful. Okay. So your future self wants you to know, first and foremost, right now, that you deserve a rest, but you also deserve fun. They want you to follow your heart, and they want you to be a little bit more creative. Now, if you already do something very creative, they want you to find a different avenue or pathway of that, or find your why. They want you to, hollow out yourself, hollow out your expectations of what you need to do, and hollow out the things that you feel like you have to do, the guideline you feel like you need to follow. For example, the first thing that's coming to my mind is if you write songs and you're trying to follow the technically correct algorithm, they're saying forget about it, go with the flow. If you, for example, if you are a ballet dancer and you feel like you need to do pliés and then tendus from first and then tendus from fifth, mix it up, do pliés and then do rondejambs or something like this. They're saying you don't have to follow a perfect structure. Just because something works for most people and works for you doesn't mean that the same thing needs to continue to get repeated. They're saying that you will stumble upon the energy that you're looking for, i.e. success, but success is whatever it means to you, right? So if you're looking for abundance, prosperity, love, friendship, financial success, business, whatever this is, you will stumble upon the energy that you're looking for by doing things your own unique way. Your future self is saying, please keep going at whatever this is that you're doing and continue to see things from your higher perspective. Don't try to follow a mold, because you're already your own mold, and there is something so beautiful and amazing about you, and there's something that's so precious about what's in your heart. There's a heart of gold, but notice that he's covering it here with St. Francis. It's beautiful. They're saying, don't say the prayer, Colleen, don't do it. I've recited the prayer of St. Francis in so many of my readings. They really want you to just lend an ear to yourself, lend an ear to your own heart. And if you want to, they're giving me examples. If you want to use a swear word because you feel that swear word, or if you want to change add a key switch, or you want to switch genres in the middle of a song or something crazy, or you want to just throw paint at a canvas and see what comes out, or draw a white dove but make it purple. You can do whatever you want. There really are no set rules. You're being called to follow your heart, and again, they're bringing me back to this message of allow yourself to splurge a little bit. And they're saying that you will be provided for with exactly what you need, no more than that, which is why they're being careful. And your future self is coming through to remind you, don't use your blessings on other people, use your blessings on yourself. Which means if you have recently come into, say, some money or some materials, or have an opportunity to go somewhere or do something, do not use this for yourself in order to continue to, they're saying, tend to your garden and follow your heart. There's an opportunity here for you to do something, and you are going to be given everything that you want to do, or all the tools that you need, all the resources necessary in order to do whatever it is that you are feeling called to do, whatever is following your heart. But the second that you start trying to follow what somebody else wants for you, or what you feel you should do instead, you'll notice that your resources feel more restricted. And when you look around and you see the same layout, the same pattern, they're letting you know when you feel lost or you feel restricted, the things that are around you already are exactly everything that you need. So if you're looking around and you feel like you don't have enough resources, it is because you are looking to do something that is not from you, because you have already worked hard to allocate everything that you need and a little bit more. They're saying you have an abundance, literally a plethora of the things that you need. For example, if you want to, I'll just use readily available examples that I see. If you have 9 million decks of tarot and oracle cards, and you want to be a tarot reader, and you probably feel like maybe you should go wrap crystals, but you have absolutely no crystals. This is just an example. Then you have more than enough of what you need, but you might be looking at something that does not serve your best interest right now. Another example, if you feel like you need to eat a certain food or exercise in a particular way, or do something in this particular structure. This is coming up again. Now, this can be like writing a song in a particular way, eating a particular diet, or if you feel like pressured in any way to do something in a particular structure, like even just even your sun salutation, anything like this, whatever structure you feel like you should follow, you are now looking at it the opposite way. You've completed the cycle where you have learned how to master this energy. So don't compare yourself to it. Realize that you have more than enough of what you need. For example, if you want to be a tap dancer and you don't have tap shoes, but you also kind of want to be a guitar player and you have 9 million guitars, there's your answer, right? And that's not saying you can't take a tap class. It's just saying maybe, practice your strumming until you make a little bit more money to take the tap class or something like that. You can do anything that you want, and your future self is coming through to let you know that by following your heart, you will not and cannot go astray. Oh, wait, I just wanted to start crying. Your future self is so, so happy, and they're so abundant, and they want to let you know that they're so proud of everything that you've built. They really want you to scrub your eyes and look around you with clear, fresh eyes, because they look back at this part of your life very, very fondly, and they want you to be so, so proud of yourself. There are so many blessings in your current situation, and you've been looking at the current. You've been looking at the difficulties, you've been looking at the lessons, and you've been facing them head on. And I'm seeing sit. And there's an indication too. I saw 2 things simultaneously when I saw that. And the first one was sit down, shut up. And the other one is get up, stand up. So there's this little bit of conflicting energy going on between you want to keep going, but you need to rest. And it's because you've been facing the most difficult parts of your experience lately just head on. And that's beautiful. If you've been doing shadow work or dark night of the soul or anything like this, they're saying that you have been I'm sorry, there's a military jet passing. They're very loud. They're saying that if you sorry, I lost my train of thought. Please channel through me. Akash Mudra. Thank you. Okay. They're saying that you have been processing energy that is stockpiling for your future. you're creating more space for your future self. This is what you have been doing, and you didn't need to do this. So there's also a hint, maybe an indication that perhaps you are asking for your lessons to come. Perhaps you are asking to cleanse out an energy as quick as possible, or as much as you can, or to do something to the extreme, and you did. You've done this. They like to come through and let you know that you're almost done with this, but they want you to follow your heart and enjoy yourself a little bit more, or else they're using the phrase beating a dead horse. Okay, so they don't want you to continue doing shadow work, or they're using the term recycling. They don't want you to recycle and then finish your recycling process and then recycle and then recycle and recycle, because what's going to happen is you're going to lift right out of your body and you will not have enjoyed it, because you didn't take a time to sit down and stand up, or to sit down and relax. But you were standing up. That's why they want you to keep going. They want you to feel determined, but they want you to enjoy the ride. They don't want you to feel like everything's passing you by. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to get some more cards for you now. So can I get a message from Group 3's future self, please? Now I'm hearing, make me a channel of your peace. Gorgeous. I'm seeing an image of somebody's like future self coming through as like a beautiful like light blue aura ghouly little ghost, and like you like in like sitting with your knees to your chest, and they're just like coming up to you with like putting their little finger under your chin and just saying, the sun will come out tomorrow. Like they're just like, keep your chin up, keep your head up, keep your head up. Oh, child, things are gonna get easier. Okay. They're showing me Byosin blockage, but they don't want me to take this, because they say that you've been paying so much attention to perceived blockages when in fact you were borrowing from future energy. So if you feel like you have been... Now, okay, my brain is going, time is not linear. Everything is simultaneously occurring, and your future self is saying, don't worry, I have a message. So they're saying, for your understanding, Group 3, you've been borrowing energy from the future, which is not a bad thing, and you're allowed to do this. Now, there's a precise reason you chose to do this subconsciously, or you were guided to do this through spirit. And this was so that you could create more opportunity, experiences, or just enjoyment and time and space for your life later. It's like you were compiling the lessons, or compiling the difficult energies, compiling things. So there was a time, perhaps recently or in the past, where you felt something like kind of all blocked up. And this wasn't, they're saying this wasn't karma, this wasn't difficulty, this wasn't a wound. This was you borrowing the difficulties from your future so that you didn't have to deal with them in the future. Maybe you were aware of this, maybe you weren't, but that's a very, very interesting message that's coming through for some of you. Oh, I'm also seeing Psalm here. And I'm hearing, somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Oh my god. You have lead by example. It's your ancestors, ascended master, and material matters. Okie dokie. Alright. They're like, pull the rest of the cards, girl, you're not done? Alright. Oh, okay, that's why. This is why. So, they want you to know, first and foremost, you are here to make an impact in some way, shape, or form. Whatever it is that you do, your creativity. Now, whether you have 9 trillion forms of expressing yourself, whether you do wrap crystals and do ballet and write songs and you're a tarot reader and you like to tap dance, I don't know. I don't know your life, but you have a lot of different forms of expression. And you are meant to open up several doors, but you are starting to see the connectivity between everything. You're starting to notice that there are not 9 million different doors that are spinning you in a circle. You're facing You've completed the 3 cycles, and now you flipped 180 degrees. So now you're able to see that this was one door you were opening. You have now seen this from a higher perspective. And you have, in the meanwhile, been guided by your ancestors. I'm literally seeing like a earth-walking shadow womanly energy figure holding your hand and like walking you on the path and kind of nudging you, making sure that you're going the right way, okay? And with Ascended Master, there's an indication that you are wise beyond your years in when it comes to, at the very least, matters of the heart and communication, and I'm noticing that this blue is kind of covering up the white here, which indicates that maybe you even dilute yourself a little bit in order to fit in with your surroundings. There's an indication you might be one of these people. You might gravitate towards people that are older than you because you resonate with more experienced people. You might hang out with people who are very highly educated or very highly successful or something like this because it resonates with you, even though there's something about your figure, your body, your physical person that seems unsuspecting for the energy that's within it. But I'm also hearing exactly, like, that's the point. So with material matters, underneath, follow your heart. There's an indication that you are meant to bring, like, inner child healing, childlike wonder, and like growth and original happy source beauty, like innocence, perpetual joy to the, like, I'm seeing like Capricorn kind of energy, to the older paternal kind of successful, very rigid structural group. And at the same time, the people that you seem to fit with, you're meant to bring that to the other side as well. You're meant to say, hey, there is a structure for you. There is a guidebook. There is a way to get out of this. And you're supposed to do it on both sides, which is why there's something about you that seems directly contradicting in some way, shape, or form. And they're reminding you don't have to fit in any box because boxes don't exist. They only exist to limit us. And even that is a social construct and can be unfolded through dimensional time space. So you have listening to animal guides and absorbing energy. I want you to be very careful about who you surround yourself with at this time. You might be noticing people from your past reappearing. Your future self wants you to check out these people. They want you to scope out the people that are coming back because some people have good intentions, other people do not. Some people don't know what their intentions are, and other people just feel drawn to you. They want you to personally assess from a higher perspective the people that are coming into your life at this point in time, because there is a reason for every single one. Now, some of these people might be brand new. Some of these people you may have totally cut off. Other people may kind of be, drifters coming in and out. Depends on the vibrational frequency. But there will be something that resonates in order for your ancestors, your angel spirits, guides, your higher self, your own energy field, in order to let these people in. If some of these people are coming through your dreams, or you're dreaming about people that you have not yet met, or people that you perhaps have encountered in past, present, future, simultaneous lives, or something like this, but you haven't experienced them in this incarnation, things like this, you're being called to check out the similarities and differences between yourself and these other beings, people, whatever. And they want you to follow your heart here too. They really want you to tune into your emotions and the way you want to feel. Because some people, this message is very, okay, they're like, get on with it, girl. Okay. Some people are not for your highest good. They're for your highest fun. And that might seem contradicting, but they're almost saying you have done so much work. You don't need to always focus on what's in your highest good. You do. But I'm hearing we got that covered. You already got that covered. You have positive karma in the bank for days is what they're saying. With Ascended Masters and absorbing energy, they want you to absorb more energy of fun, of lightheartedness, of wandering around not knowing where you're going. They want you to absorb a little bit more cluelessness, because there's something about this that will draw you. I'm seeing like a divine detour, like literally, and it feels a little bit murky, but this is interesting. It's like they're showing me someone who's at like used to going on like the hardest level of, say, like Mario Kart or something. They're like doing Rainbow Road on like the hardest level, and then all of a sudden someone's like, hey, let's go do this like circle loop on the easiest like setting, and you're like, why would I do that? But the answer is for fun. It's for fun. So they want you to check in with your feelings about this, and this will not be good for you. It will not be bad for you. It will just be. And if it makes you feel like it might be kind of fun, or it makes you feel like you wouldn't be missing out on something, or something like this, they want you to ground yourself in a fun way. Like, they want you to tap into almost your sensuality a little bit more, and your pleasure. There's an energy of like sacral chakra coming up here, and like preserving it for special occasions. Whether this is like fun, positive emotions, or like allowing yourself to not just be in work mode all the time. When I was showing you kind of this infinity loop that you are making, as far as drawing, like, I'll say wanderlust energy into and creative energy into like a strict environment, and then drawing that like educated and determined energy into like a playful environment. There's like, you are spending so much time in your creative, beautiful energy within that strict environment that they almost want you to, like, I'm hearing let go and let God, like, have a little bit of fun. And they want you to step back into that creative, fun, like, carefree pool, at least for a little bit. Because I felt a lot of stress, like, on my right side, the active, masculine, electric side. And you might be trying to magnetize things in right now. And this is where you're being called to just take what's coming towards you right now, because they're trying to give you blessings, and it might not be through things that are spiritually perfect or energetically entirely aligned, but they're aligned enough for you to enjoy them right now, and that's all that you need to worry about. It's like, I'm getting someone who needs to be like 12 out of 10 all the time, and that is beautiful, and you have more than succeeded at this. But there's an energy of needing to slow down. They really are calling attention to animals. If there's an animal, like a particular animal or two that you've been seeing a lot lately, or that just kind of stalks you whenever you go somewhere, like, I have literally like 4 crows that follow me everywhere I go. I could take a road trip from here to the Grand Canyon, and literally they will come with, like, it's the most insane thing I've ever experienced in my life. Or if you have like animals, or if you're watching media and you continually see, like, I don't know, panthers or something like this, these are going to be signs that you have lessons from this animal. And also, there are like qigong brocades, for example, that tune you into the energy of a particular animal. So you might want to look into that as well, just harnessing that animal's energy. Now, if you have, also familiars are coming to mind. So if you have familiars around you, like spirit guides that are incarnated as pets, more or less, they want you to spend time with them, but pay attention to the way that you spend time with them as well. And notice that when they come around you, what are you doing when they come around you? Apart from when you are processing an energy or whatever this is, like, I think that you're aware of when they come near you, when you are maybe having a bad dream, or you are super excited or doing something that you love. But if you are writing that song and you don't follow the structure, and your dog wags its tail, and it usually doesn't, these are little things to pay attention to. Your animals around you are trying to give you signs as well. Also, I'd like to pay your attention to numbers as well. Everything is legible in some way, shape, or form. If you're familiar, like, takes a deep breath, for example, and it's in like a 4, that's an indication to pay attention to the number 4, or something like that, right? Or if there's a bird outside your window and it caws 8 times, then 8 is a significant number, right? So also with absorbing energy, they want you to be careful, but in a good way, about who you spend your time with. They're saying they're trying to open doors for you. Your future self wants you to know that it's okay to absorb energy, but be aware that when you do magnetize energy and you pick up things that you didn't want to pick up, that's an indication you need to strengthen your energy field, or not partake in having as much fun. Not fun, but like, say if you are very sensitive to energy and your friends want to go out with you and drink, if you're going to be around a lot of people, it might not be the best time to drink. It might be a better time to lower your energetic guard or vibration or field in a smaller setting. That's just one example. You can see how that manifests throughout your life in several different ways. They want me to look at the bottom of the decks. I haven't done that yet. Oh, a door is opening. Oh my God, I literally said this like 9 times, so I love when that happens. Yeah, and it's going to open by following your heart and speaking. Oh my gosh. Following your heart and speaking your truth about what is in your heart. Ooh, I'm hearing, oh my God. Leave me alone. Damn. Yeah, I miss you, but I ain't got time for that. Damn. So, I don't know if that's relevant for any of you. And I'm seeing 3 oohs, but I'm seeing it like, ooh. So, if you need to speak your truth to anything or anyone or something like this, just know that there's a door opening, and anything that is within that hallway, past the door, accept it into your life. You don't have to, of course, accept anything, but it's there for a reason. And they'd also like to draw attention that when the door opens, there might be things that are not in your life, and just release them gracefully. There's a little bit of sass coming through though with that. They're like, don't focus on it too much. Whoever it's for will know what that's for. Okay, word, I can do that. We have energy healer at the bottom of the deck. It was reversed, but they're saying that doesn't really matter. They're reminding me that sometimes when cards are upside down, it's not the reverse, the antithesis of the energy, it's actually the energy doubled. So you're just talking about absorbing energy. Oh, okie dokes. If people are coming to you and they're like, I'm a broken bird with a broken wing, please fix me, group 3. Oh, you cracked the code to whatever it is that you're doing, or you have a unique pattern, or you, something is trying to harness your energy, whether this is by playing copycat or by trying to do some energy work and harnessing your vibe, or they are like, wait, but you always clean up my mess for me, come clean up my mess, or something. There are some things that are like, snip time, right? You've been trying to like get these things out of your energy that are coming towards you, and the door is opening, and ultimately you get to decide. But I'm hearing no more broken birds, no more adopting strays. What's meant for you will be on your path, and you're meant to enjoy yourself. And you can't enjoy yourself if you are using your extra energy to, instead of having fun, like cleaning up other people's mess. And that's just no fun, group 3. That's no fun. Your future self wants to let you know that you are more powerful of an energy healer than you think you are. That's always fun to hear. But they're saying with great power comes great responsibility. Don't go around messing with other people's stuff, all right? I'm getting a lot of crafty, like witchcraft, maybe Wiccan kind of, I don't know, like vibes from this pile. And they want me to tell you to be on your best behavior. Just because everybody is not healed all the time does not mean that it's your job to identify their wounds or to heal them, or you can be in a healed state, and that doesn't mean that it just, I don't know why this message is coming through, but there's a reason. You might be feeling inclined or tempted is a better word to use thine powers not for the light. So if you practice craft in any way, shape, or form, they're saying turn that shadow book to a light book. All right. They're saying that's not all, folks. All right. They want you to continue to raise your vibration, continue to ascend your energy. Yes, we know this. They really want you to open up your crown chakra. I'm getting that you have a very in tune crown chakra, but there's a little bit of like a falling to the ground, kind of like a dense, like you're up in the ether and you're like, ah, and then when you fall to the ground, you fall and you smack. And you are kind of gracefully easing this transitional period, this channel of energy. There's an indication here that maybe, okay, what, okay. There's so much information that is coming through you, through your intuition, through your pineal gland type intuition. You might start seeing a lot more than you have in the past. And this is not through the spiritual realms. This will be on top of the physical realm, through the veil, things like this. Clairvoyancy is coming to mind, but a lot of times this will be in the mind's eye. We're talking about your third eye, but through your physical eyes, where in yoga, for example, they experience you have three eyes until they merge into one, and that is kind of what's going on. So you will be seeing, expect to be seeing everything all at once. When your eyes closed, you'll be able to see what's on the card, right? But when your eyes are open, you'll also be able to see right through the veil, and you won't need to go into the higher realms anymore to access information if that's something you've been working on, or if you feel more comfortable accessing higher realms to get particular information. They want you to strengthen your meditation practice, and also if you do something like something that is an energy work practice like yoga or ballet is energy work, don't at me, like yoga or ballet or qigong, or something that strengthens your body as well as tunes you into your intuition, whatever this is, but make sure that you are doing something that physically suits your body as well. They want you to continue practicing this, and know that there's a big opening going on between your heart and your solar plexus in the channel area right there, and they want you to draw this energy down through your crown chakra down into this spot between your solar plexus and heart chakra. They're saying you will know why when you get there, but I'm feeling this like glowy, like goldeny glow that's kind of like basking in light. So keep that in mind. And I'm also hearing don't know why I didn't call. So I don't know why that's significant, but when you crack that open, maybe it will be, or maybe just listen to it and there'll be some messages in there, or maybe that's like that song holds a vibration of something that you're holding on to, or something that you're processing, or something like that. I don't know your story. I'm just reading the cards. So what else does your future self want to say? They're going back to the Merlin card. Monoliths. If there are monoliths or triangles or pyramids or things or shapes, I'm hearing, why am I hearing that? What if I say I'm not like the others? Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry. Look for things that are not in place. Look for things that are out of place. And then whatever immediate thing comes to mind, i.e. the pyramids at Giza or Stonehenge or a monolith or something like this, look for something that is out of place in your life. Your guides are going to just drop, get it, far side, okay. Sorry. Your guides are going to drop something like right in front of your face that seems like it does not fit in with everything else, and that is the point. And they're saying, are you not the same way a little bit, group 3? That will be a big old sign and synchronicity for you to, they're saying the first thing that comes to your mind will be it. Your intuition will not lead you astray. It will be your brain that wants to spiral this guy out of control, but don't allow that to happen. They're saying you're going to see what's out of place. Your whole being is going to light up and go, oh my God, it's this. And just hold on to that, because that will be your truth. That will be the truth. And your future self is like giggling. They're like, he, like you're onto something. You're onto something, and it's the beginning of something. Oh my God. I'm seeing like Alice going down the rabbit hole. I'm seeing like just all kinds of like illusions for this is like the start of a grand adventure. This could be the start of something new. Feels so right to be here with you. Oh. Okay, sorry. If you apologize too much, group 3, don't do that. Just don't do that, because if you are around the right people, you won't need to apologize. And if it is because of something within yourself, take a look at that, because you don't need to apologize to yourself for being yourself. So if an energy similar to that's kind of popping up, if you like do something and you feel like you need to apologize for it, or like, follow a mold, right? Follow the pop song structure, or do your tandus in first and your tandus in fifth, or whatever it is. If you need to follow a particular structure, knit 1, purl 2, I don't know. Make sure that you don't. If it's authentic to you and you're like, this seems like it will best serve me and will make me the happiest, then yeah, do it. But there's something that's like out of place. There's something that's meant to be out of place, because the order is currently out of place and you are meant to rearrange it. Ha! Okay, there we go. How's that, group 3? Okay. 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 8 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, something is coming to a screeching halt, but what and why? You have a lot of options here. You have a lot of options. You've been trying to manifest like 9 million things at once, and they've been all trying to come towards you. And I'm hearing Missed the Boat by Modest Mouse, so something is trying to manifest you. This is bringing me back to this energy that's like, ooh, I want pile three's energy, or I want to do what they're doing, or I want to see what they're doing. This like kind of peeping Tom or energy vampire kind of energy that's coming up. It doesn't seem that serious, but be aware of it. They're kind of like, oh my god, like I'm missing the boat, holy moly. And you have a lot of options. You are growing, and they're like, oh, I want to hop on this boat with group 3. But you have already passed this. Notice it goes 8 and then 7. This energy is waning out of your life. Just take it as a compliment. And if you need to snip, do some cord cutting. Just visualize a red cord, snip it. You know, it's pretty easy. And then the stronger your intention is, the stronger it works. That's how craft works. But with Queen of Cups and 3 of Swords in reverse, you have done a lot of healing, and you're walking towards the light. I'm hearing, we didn't start the fire. So we have Queen of Cups. So you are definitely opening up your heart. You're following your heart more, and you're really seeing the blessings in your current situation. And your future self is like, come on, I'm trying to say something. You practice what you preach, and you don't always preach what you practice. Oh, okay. So there's a sense of you have a deeper aspect to what it is that you're doing that you don't even speak about yet, whatever this is. You have cracked some sort of code that you have learned through your lessons, through your blessings, through your hardships, and you have not yet shared it. And there's something that's been stopping you, and they're saying that this is intentional. Okay? And this is because of this energy. They want you to know that in the future, you are meant to keep something under wraps, keep something to yourself until this energy wanes out completely. And you'll know when that happens, because they're going to give up on trying to keep up with you. They keep saying, take it as a compliment, take it as a compliment. And I'm also hearing like they could never, group 3, you're group 3, they're not group 3, you're group 3. So, there's a reason why there's a particular energy, a particular project, some particular words or particular message, something that you've wanted to manifest, get out there, and it's like within your being, you're like, but I just want to say this. There's a reason that you've been that you've been not able to, or having a block, or been feeling rerouted every time you try to get there. There's a reason for that. It's because, I'm hearing again, all eyes on me. It's because people are watching you right now. And there's something that's coming in your future that will support you in sending this message, or in creating this project, or using this creative energy, whatever this is. And that will turn upside down the 8 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, so that they're right side up. You should be expecting communication for an opportunity to start this in the future. And they're saying if you want to start chipping away at it, you can, but you may have to go back and redo what you've already started. So it's best right now if you focus on what is right in front of you, and continue working on your energy more than the physical material matters right now, because everything is taken care of, and they really want you to focus on following your heart. Your future self wants you to know that something is slowing down or has not come through for a particular reason. It is because you are meant to fall into your next blessing. It's meant to be an accident or a synchronicity or something that you don't see coming, which is why things seem like they're upside down or backwards or spinning or something like this. It's not you, it's the realm or the dimension, or there's like some sort of divine intervention that's been going on here because of this particular energy. They're saying that I keep hearing phony baloney in my head. So there's something that seems legitimate, but its truth will be revealed. Your future self just wants you to know that it's taken care of in the spiritual realms. You don't need to worry about anything but yourself right now, and go have some fun. That's really why they wanted you to focus on what's right in front of you, and in having a little more fun and following your heart, because you've cracked a code, which is exactly why people are like watching you right now. They're saying something like this was always meant to happen, but this prying, there's a little bit of prying going on here, so they keep showing me like cutting cords, so you really need to do some cord cutting work. I'll just visualize it for you right now, group 3. It's strong, but snip, snip, all done. Find a Cancer, or just tune into Cancerian energy. You know, they got their little snippy claws. They can crack through anything. So this opportunity you've been waiting for, I'm getting for a while, it's going to come your way. But as long as this prying is going on, they are not hopping on your boat. Your future self is like, no way, no how. They're not hopping on your boat. So let them phase out and expose themselves by showing others that they're not who they say they are, essentially. And you continue following your heart, because you being yourself, you speak for yourself. Your reputation speaks for itself. Your being yourself is enough to speak for yourself, because that's what you do. Okay? And you're not, you're being called not to speak about a particular thing so that you don't get, that's not even a word, Spirit. They're saying like rabble roused. I don't know. So that you don't get like, skeeted. Come on, give me a word. So you don't get like, what? Shortchanged? Thank you. Shortchanged. Like in the meanwhile. So they're saying, whatever it is that you really, really want to do, hold it in your heart and let it flow through your day if it is meant to flow through your day, but don't put it out there yet. There's a reason why there's some friction towards this energy, because that will allow you to fall beautifully into wherever it is you're meant to be, whatever it is you're meant to do. But until then, you're kind of meant to wander around and have some fun and enjoy this time. I'm seeing like, they're showing me like a little velocity with like a little vector arrow over it, and they're like, things are going to pick up, and then they're going to continue picking up, and then they're going to continuing picking up. So know that when you hit the ground, you're going to hit the ground running, which is why they want you to soften that channel so that when you hit the ground, it's a little more gentle. But also because you do have access to something very phenomenal here, whether or not you realize it yet. So I think you do know, but this energy of second guessing yourself comes from this cord that we just cut, so you don't have to worry about it anymore, right? So it's your ancestors and ascended master is really coming out. So if you connect with a particular deity, a particular ancestor, a particular loved one, your higher self, particular spirit guide, whatever, there is someone that's around you right now, and I'm getting that you are very much aware of who this entity is that's around you. I'm hearing lean on me. So they really want you to lean on them. They really want you to call in help. They really want you to like keep them by your side. Like they are trying to guide you, lead you, and they can see what's going on in ways that you don't know to look for, is what they're saying. So keep following your heart. They're saying you're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. And know that you are what? Aw, okay, they're saying don't change a thing, you are amazing. Yeah, okay. That is Amazing by Rex Orange County. This reading is way longer than I wanted it to be. It always happens on you, group 3. That's okay. I love you. You have Temperance and Judgment. They're saying it's not in reverse, but the Six of Swords is also not in reverse, nor is the Ace. Okay, they're just saying don't take these in reverse. All right, stop here. Word. So, oh my god, I didn't even pull Starseed. Oh my god. Okay. So, you've been waiting for a long time for an energy to crack or open or for you to hit the ground, essentially. And you've been kind of like, oh, should I walk away from this or just whatever? You've been kind of processing something. You're like a little bit of melancholy, which is cool. That's normal. And they're saying like, don't lose your vision. Keep doing your energy work. Keep drawing your energy back to your heart. Keep allowing yourself to magnetize the energy that you put out, because the energy that you put out is so beautiful and amazing, and you don't deserve anything less than that. If you're giving to yourself, you're giving to yourself. If you are magnetizing things that you know that you deserve, you're magnetizing things you know that you deserve. If this happens to be community or fun or exploration or something funky that you're not usually used to diving into, let it be that. And they're like, I'm hearing like anarchy like in my head. I don't know. Go have some fun, you know. Keep your vibe, like keep the vibe high, and be aware of the energy that you absorb. They're saying, don't put yourself in scenarios where you need to compromise your energetic boundaries, but allow yourself to do something crazy, you know. There's going to be an opportunity coming up, and you're meant to take it. Something that is maybe spookier or seemingly adverse to what you would normally do. They're like, please go, jump towards it. like jump towards it, because this will be you jumping down the rabbit hole that allows you to softly land where you want to go, that causes your growth, your velocity. Words, okay. And this has been angelically brought to you. So they're saying, don't be a sad sack. Get up, stand up, go have some fun. Don't allow your vibration to be affected by the room you're in. Use your vibration to affect the room you're in. You know how to magnetize, you know how to electrify. So it's electric. So be electric when you need to be, and be magnetic when it serves you the best. But if, for example, you go out and you do end up doing something that lowers your vibration or your energy field, or something like drinking or smoking or partying or being in a room that is packed with 9 trillion people, this is a time, consciously be electric. Consciously continue being electric the whole time. This will help your vibration feel better, but also this will help you from absorbing, like, the energy of the people around you. If you like empathically soak stuff up, you don't have to do that. You're more prone to doing that when you have less of a say in your surroundings, or less of an effect on your surroundings. It's like that comes from like a buckling in a part of your energy. So you want to make sure that you are consciously being electric when you're in surroundings like that. That way you walk into a room and everyone's like, oh my God, group 3. Instead of you walking into a room and going like, oh my God, there's so many people in this room and I feel everything. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So quickly, your future self wants to let you know the past is going to repeat itself, but in the best way possible. Think about the happiest moments in your life and look at where you're at in your cycles. Something is going to repeat itself. Same energy, different situation entirely. So they want you to go back to some of the fondest moments in your life and then kind of overlay it with where you're at right now. Look at the things cyclically, and you'll be able to have a little bit of a sneaky peeky at what's going to come up. They want you to look at the happiest times in your life, where doors opened for you, and find the one that best resonates with where you're at in your cycle right now. This will help you to keep going forward and kind of have a hint of what's coming ahead. They want you to, they're saying write it down. They want you to write down your dreams. They want you to tactically channel the energy through in some way. You will stumble, like, you find the cycle that you're in on a larger scale, and then kind of like tug on the string and see where it leads you. And you'll be like, oh, and you can go backwards, you can go forward, see what's coming up for you, because they're like, oh, you really want to know, but it's really good that you don't know, because it's going to make you really excited, but we really want you to know. And there's this like your angel spirits, guides, and like higher self, your future self even, is like they're on the edge of their seat. They're like, oh my God, it's happening. So I don't know what this is. You are being guided to do something out of the norm. And you'll see this in so many different areas of your life, in your work projects, in your communication, in your friend groups, in the random things that you do, in the grocery store you shop at, taking a little route home. You're going to see this manifest in a few different ways. So that's another indication of what part of your past cycle will be repeating itself, right? So take a look out for that. Now I'm hearing Changes by David Bowie, Rip King. Okay, quickly, future self, channel messages through my Starseed Oracle deck. Give me 3 cards, please. 3 cards for group 3. Yes. Stop. Top 3. Thank you. No reversals. You're not alone. No, you're not. Star ancestors. Oh my God. Group 3. Trust the time. Okay. So step number 1, cut that cord. Cut the cord. Soften to love. If you have been feeling really frustrated or angry or like, lately, that does not belong to you. And you know that. So send it back to where it came from. And you might be surprised to find out that the origin is this energy that's trying to hop on your boat, but it doesn't belong on your boat. It doesn't have a ticket. It's not getting there. So, do that. Separate yourself from that energy. That does not belong to you. You will find your inspiration coming back immediately from the moment that you separate yourself from this energy. And then soften to love and be like, well, hurt people, and it's all love and light, and it's no one else's fault that somebody else is lost on their path or, is inspired by you. Just take it as a compliment, and then be like, sorry, bye. So for You're Not Alone, isolation, physical connection, and community, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Okay, this is so synchronistic. look out again for that thing that is a little bit different than what you're used to. But it's going to be like a sign. You're going to be like walking down the beach, and somebody literally built like a little baby pyramid of Giza, and you're going to be like, huh? Sign. You're walking down the street. There are absolutely no bluebirds where you live. Bluebird right in front of you. Sign. All right. Things like this. Look out for things that literally don't belong. So trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Okay. So, okay. And then this is pertaining to that little situation where you're like, there's something I really want to do. I feel like I want to do it right now, but for some reason the energy is not right. It's like the timing. Now, time is subjective. We know this. But as long as this thing is trying to get in your energy, you are not meant to put your energy into this. If this thing has access to your energy and you are accessing this other energy, then this thing will have access to this energy. So they're like, no, don't go there, get this energy out, and then you will have the opportunity. So you're not alone ever. Literally, you could be in a room with a million people and feel alone. You can be by yourself and not be alone, right? There's a female energy, right, guide, I don't know the incarnation, I don't know whatever, but there is a female energy that is around you, and they're like holding your hand, and they want you to know that they are right behind you all the time. They're saying if you are, here's another little message, if you're opening up some spiritual gifts, like if you are new to clairvoyancy, if you are new to clairaudience, or if you are new to seeing, I don't know, earthwalkers, something like this, they're saying you can use them. Please use them as a reference, use them as a comfort point, use them as a home base. They will help you if you're like, hey, Wizard of Oz, hey Auntie Anne, like, can you please show me what a sign looks like through my third eye? And they'll be like, oh, here you go, and then you can practice. Or hey Auntie Anne, can you show me how to see an orb that you put there so that I can see orbs? Or can you show me something, or can you whisper to me so you can practice whatever's going on? They will help you through that. And also, if you're having fun, don't be afraid to ask them for tangible stuff too. Like if you do go out and you are like a little not sober and you're walking around and you're like, I need help going home, Auntie Anne, where do I go? They'll be like, turn right. You can ask them for ridiculous tangible things too. Absolutely. They're always there for you. And there's an energy that is so strongly coming in, and they're like, group 3, we can affect the physical. Like, you don't understand. We can literally affect the physical like realm. So that's why they're saying look out for this thing that does not belong. And if you get a little lost, look a little deeper, ask for help. Always ask for help. Again, there is some sort of secret or some kind of cracked code that you have the answer to, and they want you to dive into this internally, but they don't want it to permeate externally yet, for the same reason as the other project or situation or opportunity or whatever. So, again, trust the wave you came in on. You are not to be on the same set of swells as this other energy. It's like this energy needs to come back, and then your swell, like your set of waves will come in, right? And you always have to wait a little bit between the sets, you know? So, and time is not running out. Go play. Go have some fun, group 3, because there's this energy of like either like burnout or like needing to be productive all the time, and like yes, like heck yes, like get it. Always get it, but your future self wants you to just like relax and like have some fun and like go surfing or go out with some friends or like go do some cartwheels like down the middle of the street. I don't know, whatever you do, but they want you to go play, you know, go take a trapeze class, I don't know, have some fun. So go have some fun, go enjoy your life. Don't worry too much. You have a little bit of time between this set and the next set, so they're like, lay on your back, you know, enjoy it, go swim, go have some fun, play, whatever. All right, now I'm gonna leave your reading here, group 3. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you want a dream journal, you can get them on my Etsy shop. I think the link is below the video. If not, it's on my website. Also my books and my Patreon and all that stuff if you like more readings, or just want to email me, my links down below. But it helps me the most if you like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know about your situation. I'm always so curious to know how this helped, what's going on in your life, and use the comment section. You know, I'm trying to build a community, and we're all just a bunch of people out here who like tarot cards, so let's get it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this gorgeous, beautiful, amazing realm. Group 3, you're perfect and beautiful and amazing, and I love you. Namaste.